good Tuesday evening to you. Tonight, for the second time in 2 weeks, Arkansas farmers are in a race against Mother Nature, trying to harvest their crops before what's left of a hurricane arrives in the state. Channel 7's Emma Allen was in Carlisle today, speaking with farmers and riding on tractors. She joins us now with the story. Emma.
Good evening, Chris. Farmers say this time of year they put in a lot of hours as they work to get their crops up. But when rain and wind is added into the mix, it can cause a lot more stress. Just 2 weeks after Tropical Storm Francine, another storm, Hurricane Helene, is barreling in. And that means farmers across the state are busy working to harvest their crops.
We think it's going to go east of us, but with hurricanes, you never know for sure.
Brandon Parker from Carlisle has farmed for around 30 years. He says when the rain comes their way, he and his co-workers lose precious time needed to harvest.
And compounded with the other hurricane, we've lost a lot of days of harvesting this month so far.
Parker says it's not really that common for two hurricanes or tropical storms to impact his crops back to back. And he says the last ones that left an impact on them that he remembers was back in 2005.
It's been a long time, but Katrina and Rita were some back to back, but they both affected us, but this one also.
Both wind and rain have an impact on the quality of their crops.
Rain really affects the quality of the soybeans, so we need to get the crops out of the field.
Parker even showing us the area of his field that is still soaked by the rain from around 2 weeks ago.
Last hurricane in the rain, we got roughly 4 inches, so we've been muddy ever since. And it won't dry. The days are getting short, and it's going to be cooler. So once it gets really saturated, that's what we deal with the rest of the time.
And for those of us that aren't farmers, Parker says harvesting crops is a lot like the process of mowing your yard.
If it's wet or muddy, you can't mow your grass. So farming's a lot like that. We can only harvest when the weather's good because of the moisture.
As of now, this most likely won't have an impact on produce prices at the grocery store. But Parker says it's not easy being a farmer in 2024.
It's been a very expensive year. The yields are good, but the expenses are up, and so it's been kind of a tough year for farming this year.
Parker says something else that tends to come with the rain, especially this year, mosquitoes. And I can attest to that because there were many out there with us when we did our interview. On your side, I'm Emma Allen.
All right, and we know that they grow them big there in Lonoke County. Emma, thank you very much.